Well, we got some Oilers news today, but first, that game against Colorado was a pretty good game. Even though the Oilers lost, they kind of gave up in the final seconds of overtime. That was just a nice pass by Nathan MacKinnon. Stuart Skinner stood on his head. He was solid. I think the team played really solid that game. And you know what? That is a point that I'll take any day, as it does improve the record that no regulation losses in the last 7 games against the Colorado Avalanche, but only 2 wins of 5 overtime losses. But if you could get points against a team like the Colorado Avalanche to secure more of your spot in the playoffs, I'll take that any day. But for the news today, we do have a signing by the Edmonton Oilers and injury updates. But first, if you're new to the channel and like anything NHL, Oilers, MLB related, from trades, rumors, whatever there is in the world of those things, we do try and cover it here on the channel for you. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are 231, I believe, subscribers away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the support this month. It's been an amazing ride. Now let's start with the obvious one. The Edmonton Oilers have signed some goaltending depth, as they have announced they have signed Connor Ungar to an entry-level contract. It's a 2-year contract, which starts next year. On the other side of things, he has signed an amateur tryout with the Bakersfield Condors for the rest of the season. The 22-year-old just wrapped up his rookie season at Brock University, where he was named Rookie of the Year. He posted a 26-0 record and a .932 save percentage to go along with a .215 goals against average. He is a native of Calgary. He has spent time in the WHL with the Brandon Wheat Kings, the Moose Jaw Warriors, and the Red Deer Rebels, over just over five seasons there, where he posted a 52-20-2 record with a 2.57 goals against and .917 save percentage. His numbers did improve every year since being drafted to the Brandon Wheat Kings, with his final season with the Warriors being his best. He had a 26-7 record with a .925 save percentage and a 2.58 goals against. Kind of concerning here, though, is if he signed through next year, I don't know what that means for Calvin Pickard. I do really hope that Calvin is back as a full-time backup to Stuart Skinner again. He's had a phenomenal season, but it does come down to money, and if he wants to stay here, money does talk for most players. I'm hoping not for Calvin, and that he's enjoying his time as an Edmonton Oiler. We do know that with the playoff rosters, you can bring up another couple players. I do see Jack Campbell coming up in case of an injury. Let's hope not. Cross our fingers that doesn't happen. He's just kind of on the playoff roster just in case, so that it could make Connor Ungar available for a spot with the Bakersfield Condors. And of course, with Olivier Rodrigue being our top goalie prospect, who I know Stauffer and other guys have said could be the backup to Stuart Skinner next year. I just don't. They want to get him more reps. I don't see him being the backup as quite as next year, but I think in 2 years he will be. But he does need the reps, and with Jack Campbell down there, he's not getting the reps. So hopefully the reps come with maybe Jack Campbell coming back up to the Oilers roster in playoff time, because no salary cap. The Oilers could do that, and that's where Connor Ungar would fit in. I know a lot of people have said, hey, let's buy out Jack Campbell. At this point, if you could just bury him in the AHL, it's a lot cheaper over a course of a term than to actually go and buy him out. So we'll see what happens with the goaltending situation there, but Connor Ungar could be a pretty solid depth goalie and pickup for the Edmonton Oilers. As like I said, he is an Alberta boy, and the Oilers seem to have quite well with the Alberta boys when they sign or draft them when it comes to the goaltending. Now let's get to the injury news. Vinny Desharnais did get injured in that fight against Josh Manson on Saturday. He did not play at all. I do believe after that fight he was being evaluated. He did sit on the bench though, which is not usually a typical thing for a guy who's being evaluated and injured. But hey, for Vinny to be on the bench supporting his teammates, that's shows his heart, his characteristics, and all that. But after practice today, knoblauch did say that he's feeling great. He'll talk to the trainers, and they'll see to go from there as they play the Montreal Canadiens tomorrow night here in Edmonton. So there's that. He also did add that he'd like to see Troy Stecher rotating on the right side. So depending on how Vinny Desharnais probably feels, I believe that it will be more of a, if he feels okay, let's play Troy Stecher, but if he's 100% ready to go, they'll play Vinny Desharnais. So that's just the news for today. Oilers signed Connor Ungar to a 2-year entry-level contract, starts next year, with him going to Bakersfield as an amateur tryout, and Vinny Desharnais feeling great after that fight and the injury he sustained. I'm going to say it's probably hand injury. That's the only thing I can think of in a fight. So I'm not going to speculate much on that, as it hasn't really been reported. It has been, but that's pretty much where we stand with Vinny Desharnais. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.